In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to use a protractor to measure the degrees in an angle. It looks to me like this is about a 90-degree angle, so I just wrote that down so we can verify that using this tool. This is a protractor. You can see it has angle measurements along the top, along the arced portion. It could be used as a ruler along the bottom, and a lot of people do use it as a ruler. I prefer a ruler, but to measure angles, this is your only option, is a protractor. The way this works is, for mine specifically, there's this little point, and I line that up with the vertex of my angle. Remember, the vertex is where the two rays come together. So I'm going to try to center that right on top of the vertex. I'm going to get that as close to center as I can. And then whatever hash mark is coming across is meeting up with this ray. I need to align that as the best that I can. And here it happens to be 180 degrees. So I align that. I'm actually counting my angles along here, or the degrees along here, to measure my angle, because it's a 90 degree or less angle. So I need to look towards the center of the protractor in order to find my angle measure. And it looks like it is right at about 90 degrees. If you look right where the ray comes out, it's right on 90, maybe slightly to the right of 90, but since the precision and accuracy of this tool is to the nearest degree, I round to the nearest degree. So it turns out 90 degrees is the accurate measure of that angle. Now let's look at this one. It's a little bit different. I put my guess of 65 degrees. I don't know, I just like to see if I can estimate closely. I know it's less than 90 degrees, which would be a right angle, which is familiar to us. So following the procedure, put the little open circle right on the vertex of the angle, and then align this hash mark, this time it's on 0, with that ray coming out, and then my measurement's going to come from the other ray. It's not on the base angle here. Now my smaller angle measurements are on the outside. I know this is less than 90, so I'm going to be reading those. So as I follow it up, it looks to land right here. It's not exactly on, this would be 55. It's slightly less, and I think it's close enough to 54 that I'm going to call it 54 degrees. I wouldn't argue with you if you mark that one 55. But anyway, that's how you use a compass to measure, or a protractor to measure the degree of an angle. The name of the device doesn't matter as much as your ability and knowledge of using it. And just to verify that, I'm going to measure it this other way too. Now the hash mark and ray lines up with the 180. And I'm measuring using the other ray. It's going to be the exact same. But I do want to point out that this is less than 90, so I'm looking at the degree measurements on the bottom of the protractor now that are smaller. It's obviously not 125 degrees, because that would be bigger than 90. So it's got to be this 54, 55 degrees again. So verified. Either way I measured, it's going to come out the same.